is Jim from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Okay.
Hi, Jim.
I got a little question.
Jim?
Yes?
Okay, what's your question?
Yes, I had a question about what was discussed yesterday, Obama's speech regarding the deaths of Warren Weinstein and Giovanni Laporto, where he came out and said he takes full responsibility. I just wanted to ask Sam if he actually believes that bullshit.
If I believe that President Obama takes responsibility for it?
Yeah. Do you really think he's kidding? Do you think he's actually going to take some steps to make improvements, or you realize? I mean, come on, Sam, you gotta be a smart person. You realize that he's just trying to do damage control, and next week there'll be more innocents killed by the drones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, in 2013, when he claimed that the administration was going to make sure that their drone attacks would not be launched unless they were sure who they were hitting. It is the case that the number of attacks went down fairly significantly, but they obviously have not gotten to the point where they know. Well, obviously, we're not 100% surety, but I would imagine, even far less than that, who it is that they're hitting.
Also, just to add that this strike, as far as I understand, was part of a program where he did not even sign off on this. This is a CIA
right. There were two different strikes here. This was not even supposed to be part of the targeted assassination regime, even though 2 American citizens, aside from Weinstein, who was a hostage, who was killed, were killed.
Yeah. Okay. And rate the outrage over this. I mean, come on. If this had happened under a Republican president, you guys would be livid.
I'm livid.
It's disgusting.
It is. You seem to be, again, treating Obama with kid gloves on this when you would be more outraged if it happened over a Republican president. So I just want to know, how much longer are you going to stand up for this? Why don't you man up and just say it? Say Obama is a war criminal.
I mean, I don't know that he's a war criminal, but he is.
Okay.
He is. All right.
If this stuff was happening under a Republican president, you would be out to the you would be, like I said, you would be raging, but you're giving Obama a slide. Say it. Say Obama is a war criminal. Say he's as bad as Bush.
Well, I don't think he's as bad as Bush. No, I don't think he's as bad as Bush.
Say it, you goddamn coward.
Say, you goddamn coward. Oh, I'm sorry, I got carried away.
Wait a second. Hold on for a second, Jim. How many innocent civilians were killed in the Iraq War? Let's just use U.S. Defense Department numbers.
I know what you
Jim, don't be a coward.
It doesn't
Tell
matter
me. Don't be a coward.
Matter how
Say
many
it.
people.
Say it.
It doesn't matter how many people are killed.
Say it. Oh, it doesn't. It
doesn't matter the number that's killed. And innocent people dying is still innocent people dying. But wait, I remember you're the guy who said.
Okay, well now wait a second. All right, now hold on for a second.
You're
Jim.
the guy who said you vote for the guy who built 9 concentration camps instead of 10.
That's right.
But again, it's okay when innocent people die as long as there are less.
Right.
Dying.
Wait a second, Jim. Name for me, Jim. Name for me the U.S. president in the history of U.S. presidents who is not a war criminal.
I can't think there are any U.S. presidents who have not done some war crimes in their lives.
Right. Okay. Name for me when you think we're going to have a president of this country who, by your definition, is not a war criminal.
That's going to remain to be seen.
Okay, but give me your best guess, Jim. Don't be a coward about this. Man up to it. Do you think that if Rand Paul gets in or Gary Johnson somehow runs in this race, that he's not going to be a war criminal?
Well, Rand Paul is a goddamn hypocrite. I don't think.
Okay, well then tell me who. Who out there who's going to get elected to the presidency? is not going to be a war criminal?
I don't know at the moment.
All right, so what are you going to do about it, Jim? What are you going to do? You going to renounce your U.S. citizenship?
Do you resist taxes?
Oh, I'm going to keep looking for someone who will.
Okay, now wait a second. In the meantime, what's going to happen? Because somebody's going to get elected president in 2 years, and somebody's going to get elected president in 6 years, and then in 10 years, and then so on and so on. So at what point are you going to do something? Are you going to renounce your citizenship? Are you going to stop paying taxes? I mean, where is it? No, because I'm curious, Jim, where you, the space where you live, where you are so morally righteous, that the killing of hundreds of thousands is the same as the killing of several thousands. I'm not saying that we should allow for either, but the fact of the matter is, Jim, the reality is that this is going to continue, and to somehow say like it's all going to be solved if I say Obama's a war criminal. Okay, Obama's a war criminal. Now we both feel so good about ourselves, don't we? Now we don't have to do anything. Now what we can do is we can just say, I'm not going to vote for anybody, or I'm going to pretend there's some candidate out there who it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference if one person's going to invade 5 countries or one person's going to invade 1 country. I mean, come on.
Come on.
How long you say? Just enjoy living in your little holier than thou world, Sam.
Well, look who's talking. You're the one that. I'm surprised that you can even afford to make this phone call. You're living in a country that is a place that is so holier than the rest of us. You're the one who is.
You definitely, you goddamn hypocrite.
What do you mean? What am I a hypocrite about?
You didn't know about what? I told you, pulling punches on Obama when you would be outraged when this was happening, more outraged if this happened under a Republican president.
If there was a Republican president who engaged in the same activities as Obama, and that was and had a drone program, you're saying that my outrage would be far greater than Obama's than it is now.
I'd say so, yeah.
Where are you seeing substantially more coverage of this drone program than on this program?
Reason Magazine and Glenn Greenwald and The Guardian.
Glenn Greenwald's not even at The Guardian anymore.
Okay, well, not Glenn Greenwald and The Guardian separately.
Yeah. Well, Glenn's been on this program many times. I'm not sure of it, but I'm fairly convinced that if I didn't give him his first national media coverage of anyone in the country, it was pretty close.
I get upset. You want to keep supporting what you consider to be the lesser of two evils and just...
I always want to support the lesser of two evils. If I have two choices and one is less evil, I will choose the less evil choice. Yes.
All right. And I will call the Weinstein family and the Lotalo family and the Alawaki family and say you want people to support the man who murdered their loved ones.
Okay.
How would you like that?
If you could get the phone number, that would be pretty amazing.
Wait a second. Wait. It's okay. So, and what is going to happen when you do that? You're going to make them feel better? What's the goal here?
Let more people know what a scumbag you are.
All right. Well, I would start with people. I would start with people who probably have a little bit more of investment in it, rather than just calling those people who are probably mourning their lost ones. But go ahead. If you think that it actually will make a difference, that more people know that
that's the thing. I am actually trying to make a difference. You're not. You want to stick with the status quo.
Okay. Well, I'm curious as to what my option is.
we keep having this argument, and no matter what I say, you just always got to fall back on that same bullshit that we can't look beyond the two parties. So,
well, wait a second. Who's the third party candidate that is gonna be president?
We have to wait to see who runs.
I see. All right. And then once I vote for the third party candidate, can I go around like you and say, like, I have nothing to do with this?
Yeah, you could, because if you vote for the third party candidate and they don't do anything wrong.
Not while you're paying your taxes, buddy. Not while you're paying your taxes and you're a citizen of this country.
I get a federal refund every year. I only pay state and local.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and guess what? If I didn't get a refund, I would send the IRS a letter saying I'm not paying.
Okay.
I have a question. You give a hitman money to kill someone. They kill someone and then they give you your money back. You're not responsible?
All right, I gotta go.
I guess there's.
Think about that one.
I do know people. People who resisted war taxes and actually had to pay their taxes and did what you said you would do, which is they literally wrote to the IRS every year. They said, "I'm not paying the following taxes for the following reasons," and they set that money aside explicitly to give. I mean, at the time, I guess they sent it to people recovering from Reagan's wars in Latin America because that was the time period. They lost their home. I mean, they faced serious consequences for that stand.
Well, that's a shame.
That's not, of course, it's a shame, but that's not. They weren't calling up radio shows.
I will certainly cop to not having that level of courage.
Yes, and I would too. But if you want to talk at that level, that is exemplary and something that's truly unique and truly rare. It's not voting or not voting for this or that candidate. They put literally their very possessions and life on the line to make a stand in that direction. And that's an entirely different thing.
Okay, well, God willing, someday I will be courageous as those people.
Yes. Well, when that happens, call back in, Jim, and I will then praise you.
And you will also, in your own words, Sam, I believe, say, I am, and I'm quoting Sam's future quote here, a goddamn hypocrite.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. Well, you're a goddamn hypocrite every day. So later.
Okay.
I just
appreciate the phone call.
I just don't get if you were to denounce Obama like he wants you to. What does that do?
Well,
Obama's a war criminal. What does that solve? What does that do?
No, but I mean, I have. I mean, it's in his mind, I should support Gary Johnson, who said that drones were on the table when he was running. Now, Jim didn't realize that, but even Gary Johnson. And then, look, the bottom line is, candidate doesn't win. I mean, because I didn't vote for George Bush, do I have no culpability in the deaths of literally hundreds of thousands of Iraqis? So nice being able to walk around, not having to worry about that. Well, what are you going to do?
I mean, more to the point, if you
one year I got a tax refund. So, hey, there you go. That's it. I just paid local taxes. So, hey, what are you going to do?
Bop, beep, boop.
Boop, 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 bam.